Hey, welcome back to the Marvel and DC Theorists and Bring On the Fandom. And if you're new here, welcome. Do not forget to turn on your notification bells and alerts so you won't miss all types of content that goes down here at all of my channels. It has been quite a while since I actually got a chance to upload some YouTube content on here, and not even that, just I'm trying to get back into the steady grind and the steady flow and all that good jazz of uploading content. I'm trying to save up to get me a new graphics card, and or maybe a new computer, because that's the main reason why I haven't streamed any games, let alone just stream in general like I used to back in the day. I have no idea how I missed the streams, but we're not going to go on that rant right now. We're talking about some insane, huge Marvel Cinematic Universe news, and pretty much talking about stuff that was going to happen and stuff that still is going to happen, but with a little twist. Let's talk about Marvel's Secret Wars. Not even Secret Wars, but uh, Kang Dynasty and just the Phase 6, and how pretty much we will be getting you can call it a slight reboot. So anyways, I am going to be reading some tweets from Can We Get Toast on Twitter. Let's dive into it. So they talk about how they say Kevin Feige always knew that Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., and Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, and Jeremy Renner would all eventually leave as the MCU progressed, right? And that Marvel had a plan. And it's like they're like, we know we're losing our varsity players. And it's a pretty interesting thing about that. But anyways, let's talk about this one right here. They say at one point, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and Spider-Man were set up as the new faces of the MCU. Chadwick Boseman told the story about how on the set of Endgame, he and Brie Larson and Tom Holland sat around and talked about how they were the future of Marvel and how excited that was for them. This was a quote right here. It says, then you looked at the breakdown between the Sony Marvel deal over Spider-Man. You look at Chad Boseman passing away, and you look at Brie Larson either not being a great fit or just, being damaged by toxic fandom. So many factors came into play that sort of knocked their plan out under them. Joanna Robinson, the writer of the MCU, The Reign of Marvel Studios, which is a book, I believe it's already out, and it just talks about a lot of the behind the scenes stuff with with Marvel. So our quote retweeted it and pretty much talked about and said like, hey, definitely would love to see them continue Chadwick's legacy with their recast, like they should have done with the Black Panther. They could give us some. It would be pretty cool to see Aldous Hodge. Not saying that's gonna happen, or just give us that Killmonger, well, not even Killmonger, but Michael B. Jordan in a whole different timeline that he became Black Panther, and wasn't Killmonger. They could definitely do that, and it would be pretty cool to see some type of like little Creed face-off thingy. But honestly, my theory, my suggestion, if they decide to scrap the whole they can still do the multiverse thing, just make it truly based upon these comics, and not even just, you can scrap Kang and give us Doctor Doom if they wanted to go down that route. So anyways, another tweet that I am going to be getting into right now, also talks, it's feeding into all the stuff that we're talking about right now, is Kevin Feige, okay, was initially setting up the new Trinity to replace the roles inhabited by Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man in the MCU. So Black Panther replaces Cap as a head and leader of the Avengers, which makes a lot of sense. Captain Marvel replaces Thor as an insanely powerful space god, which, in my opinion, it would have been cool for them. They could have gone. I mean, anybody could really fit this powerful space god, role. Like if they didn't want to go down Captain Marvel route, give us. Well, can't do Adam Warlock. He's still like learning, so no, I can't do that. Anyways, So Spider-Man replaces Iron Man as the quippy tech boy, which makes so much sense. Makes so much sense. The most obvious sense, if you ask me personally. So they say obviously things have now changed with Marvel setting up you guessed it, something. If you've been watching my channel since my other YouTube channels, I've been excited for the Young Avengers because that's pretty much exactly what their plans are, is the Young Avengers. And this is something that I've been geeking out for a while now. Okay, I've been geeking out for the Young Avengers for a very long time. Like, I just can't wait to see the Young Avengers in live action. I know we're not going to get everything piece by piece from that storyline, but still, it would be pretty freaking cool to see the Young Avengers events play out in real time, in live action. So, y'all let me know your thoughts. How hyped are y'all for this insane updates and huge news on the MCU? And just to close it off on this, whole plan of Kevin Feige, actually coming from Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige has a plan to reboot the MCU with Avengers Secret Wars. This is what it says right here. We have a quote from Kevin Feige sort of implying that like Secret Wars will serve as a soft reboot in which they can prune everything. Okay, now notes on that prune. Okay, that's not to use a Lokiism. Prune everything that's not working and just keep what is working, or bringing back people you thought were gone forever. So that's pretty much it. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you looking forward to the MCU? And I mean, I don't know. I feel like, in my opinion personally, I feel like the fandom has been super toxic. I do think that there's been a lot of amazing stuff that Marvel has pushed out. But I think there's just been a lot of stuff that just needs to get situated behind the scenes, with obviously the residuals with the actors. Obviously, we got the writer stuff situated, and just the stuff with the visual effects artists as well. Anyways, I will catch you on this video and live stream. Let me know your thoughts down below.